is Bio-relativity for North America. The date today is September 5th, 2023. Shalom. 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 Greetings, I'm Giuliano. We are the Arcturians. Our goal is to communicate with the Earth's feedback loop system, and we are seeking a new balance and harmony for this planet. It is important to consider the term new balance. You already sense that we are not going to be able to go backwards into the old systems or the old balance. The shifts that have occurred on the Earth's meridians and through the ocean currents and the weather currents, as well as the radiation levels and the pollutions in the rivers and lakes, has brought us to a real crisis on the planet and in North America. The many different changes that you are seeing are complex, just as the Earth herself is complex and the weather and the oceans are complex. Just think for a moment how difficult it is to even predict what the weather will be from week to week or even from month to month. And you have the good sense of the complexity. This means that what is needed is the creation of a new balance, a new homeostasis. Now, homeostasis is a term that we use in biorelativity to describe a equilibrium, where the balance of the percentages of oxygen and nitrogen or the percentages of chemicals in the ground are favorable for the continuation of the biosphere and the bio-life. And so we want this homeostasis, but we know that we need, and the Earth needs, a new homeostasis, a new balance. Perhaps you might be thinking, well, let's go back to where the old was. And as I said, and as you intuitively know, the old ways and the old systems and the old balance is not going to work because the conditions and the components have changed. But is it possible to create a new balance? And the answer is yes. That is, the ability to achieve homeostasis or a new homeostasis can be attained, and in the process there may be some unsettling experiences on the planet. There may be some storms, or there might be some earthquakes or volcanic eruptions, but we want to minimize the damage from those. And we can look at all such eruptions or unfavorable events that are out of the ordinary as perhaps an attempt by the Earth to achieve this new balance. And we, the starseeds, we, the planetary healers, need to communicate to Gaia that this is how we see it, and this is what is necessary. That is the creation of a new homeostasis for Mother Earth. Take 3 deep breaths. And go into a state of spiritual relaxation. And know that you are connecting with your higher self, and you are connecting with the higher selves of all of the planetary healers today who are participating in this biorelativity exercise. And know that by merging with the group energy, you are increasing your thought abilities and thought powers. And you are increasing your ability to focus and communicate directly with Mother Earth. And as we travel to the starship and my planetary healing room, you will find an even more intense and more easier way and more successful way to communicate to Gaia. This is a special room that we have set up holographically, and it enhances your communication and my communication with the Earth. And the beauty is that even with all of the changes that have occurred and will continue to occur, the Earth does have the ability to attain a new and beneficial homeostasis now. Take 3 deep breaths again. Go into a state of deep relaxation, deep connection to your spiritual self and your higher self and your multi-dimensional self. I send down a corridor of light over each of your rooms. And now that you are in this deeper state, feel your spirit body rising up through your crown chakra. And enter the corridor of light surrounding your room. This is a 5th dimensional and also interdimensional corridor of light. And you feel the comfort and the higher vibration of this corridor. And now, at the speed of thought project yourself through the corridor, traveling directly to my starship Athena, which is in the 5th dimension, over the North Pole. You arrive at the entranceway to my starship. I, in Helioa, greet you. Walk with us down the hallway. And we come to the Gaia Planetary Healing Room. You come in and see the holographic image of planet Earth, and it's zoomed in on North America, including Hawaii and Puerto Rico, Mexico, the United States, and Canada. Sit around in a circle. What you think and what thoughts you project, especially thoughts on the white screen that is next to the holographic image of the Earth, will be recorded and downloaded directly into the Earth's feedback loop system. We focus first on Puerto Rico, where we see an unusual amount of Sahara desert dust that is coming up from the Sahara Desert over Puerto Rico, and even going as far as parts to Florida, creating a type of haze, a haze that is unhealthy, in some cases making it difficult to breathe, blocking sunlight. And so we want this dust, known as the Sahara dust, to disperse, to be finished, or at least have less intensity than it now has. So zoom in with me on Puerto Rico, and we see this haze, and now we see the rains coming, we see winds coming, and we see the dust moving away from the island and harmlessly being deposited in the ocean. And on the white screen next to the holographic image, we will write the affirmation, disperse harmlessly the Sierra dust over Puerto Rico and other areas in the Caribbean, including Florida. See those words on the screen. And we will now go into meditation for 2 minutes while we focus on the affirmation and focus on the visualization. So we will be in silence now. I see the affirmation on the white screen. And at the count of 3, we download that affirmation directly into Gaia, sending this affirmation with our love and strong confidence that the Gaia will respond. 1, 2, 3. Now it is downloaded. We move on in our Biorelativity today, and we want to work together on raising the spiritual light energy field and light quotient of North America. And to this end, let us focus first on the etheric crystal at Mount Shasta, California, and the second etheric crystal at Lake Moraine in the western Rocky Mountains in Canada, near Banff, and the third crystal in Copper Canyon, Mexico. Each one of these crystals holds intense fifth-dimensional Arcturian light that has quantum healing powers and abilities to raise spiritual energy fields throughout the planet, and in particular through North America. I, Giuliano, raise these three etheric crystals now: the Copper Canyon crystal, the Mount Shasta crystal, and the Lake Moraine crystal. And as they are raised up, feel and see on the holographic image of the earth the bright, white, energetic light that is emerging from these etheric crystals. They are so powerful, based on the mother crystal from the Arcturian crystal lake, and an energy that I call of a triad power is linking all three of these crystals energetically, creating a spiritual quantum field of light. And this quantum field of light is emitting what I call the golden ball of fifth dimensional energy. And a huge golden ball of light emerges from the triad energies created by the interaction of these three crystals. And this is a quantum golden ball of light that is dispersed first over the United States, creating and sending spiritual light. A second ball emerges over Canada, and the third ball emerges over Mexico. And the etheric crystals continue to pump in the spiritual light force energy to raise the spiritual light quotient of all three of these countries. Remember, this includes Puerto Rico and Hawaii. So visualize this now. The triad from the etheric crystals pumping in light, spiritual light, to the three golden balls over Canada, North America, United States, and Mexico, helping to raise the spiritual light energy field. We'll go back into meditation now for 1 minute. This golden ball is dispersing beautiful spiritual light quotient energy fields all over. And now you who are with us, download it to where you are. Download it to the place where you're living, or direct it to any place that you feel needs it. You may think it needs to be in Washington, or maybe you feel it needs to be in San Francisco, or maybe you feel it needs to be in any city where there is decision making. Direct it now, because you are also in the Gaia healing chamber, and direct it on the holographic image of the earth, not on the earth itself, but Direct it there and it will be transferred. This is very powerful, and the golden ball continues to disperse the spiritual light quotient. I'm going to leave the etheric crystals up for the next 1 hour, and they will continue to be feeding this golden ball of light in all 3 areas. And we will conclude our meditation, but you are more than welcome to return during the next hour or 2. We'll make it 2 hours to continue to facilitate. And remember, you are on the 3rd dimension. You are helping to anchor this energy. So you stand up and walk out of the room. You embrace us and walk down the hallway to the corridor of light from which you came. And travel now with the speed of thought back into your room from which you came. Go to a place 6 feet above your physical body and re-enter in perfect alignment. Know that during the next 2 hours you are welcome to return to help disperse the golden ball of light that will raise the spiritual light quotient. This is Giuliano. I return you to David. Good day.